Hello, I will be reacting to yet another death battle because I got so popular off my last reaction. Just in advance, I'm gonna say that I'm rooting for Zuko, but if there's good reasons for why Todoroki wins, I'll be fine with it.
You mean like you? Don't be silly, Wiz. I'm not an anime character. Like Prince Zuko, the firebending
Okay,
hunter of
that
the
was
Avatar,
funny, but
the
on the
last
inside. Not
airbender,
enough to make me
and
laugh out
Zuko
loud, though.
Todoroki, the prodigal son of fire and ice from My Hero Academia. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would
I
win
bet it looks
a
like my
death
camera's
battle.
tilted because of the way I have my room
Water,
positioned with the
earth,
camera.
fire,
I'm
air.
not in the middle of my
The
room.
four
Anyway,
elemental
I'm
nations once
distracted.
coexisted peacefully. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Yeah, the cranky old Fire Lord went and conquered basically the whole world. And 100 years later, the equally powerful Master of Fire, Ozai, continued that tyranny. Many believed his rule would one day pass to either his daughter, Azula, or his son, Zuko. Yeah, Fire Dad was way too ego crazy for that. He drove Azula mad, even though he did clearly favor her. Poor little Zuko gets screwed over from the beginning. Can you imagine your dad saying that while your sister was born lucky, you were just lucky to be born? I can't imagine my dad saying anything to me. Oh.
Wow, that's rough.
Well, despite this,
That's rough,
Zuko
buddy.
has nothing to himself. What a fine work ethic. But he's screwed up by talking out of turn in a big boy meeting. So naturally, his dad took him aside, sat him down, and taught him the importance of respecting others. Oh wait, just kidding. He burned his friggin' face off. Holy shit!
Oh man, Azula has that creepy smile on her face.
Zuko would hunt down the elusive Avatar, the one threat to his nation's rule, to prove himself to his father and regain his honor. Which is just a nice way of saying he was banished so he could never come back. Just like my dad didn't. Though frankly, Zuko did have the
Oh man, Dad being gone is gonna be the new ex-wife joke.
Damn right, he's a fighting pro. The dude's strong enough to shatter metal chains with a kick. He's super skilled with martial arts, dual swords, and oh yeah, firebending. As a firebender, Zuko harnesses the light of the sun to summon flames from thin air. Wherever fire remains alight in an area that's not too cold, he can manipulate or bend it to his will. I mean, if I had to pick between swirling water around, tossing a few rocks, or farting hot air all the time, I would definitely go with firebending. It literally means you're a living flamethrower. Plus, it's surprisingly versatile. Aside from simply creating, launching, and moving flames,
Firebending is the coolest one, but for regular application, fire is the worst.
Flying? With fire? Awesome! How does that even work? Well, for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Use third. Wiz, why? Ha ha ha. Anyway, the fire that benders like Zuko
Not funny,
generate
didn't
is
laugh.
extremely hot, capable of melting through a cast iron door hot. This would need to be over 1200 degrees Celsius. And while Sozin's comet was boosting his powers, Zuko's uncle Iroh blasted apart the giant outer wall of Ba Sing Se. There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Until Iroh comes a knockin'. I mean, that's like the thickest wall I've ever seen. Second only to the emotional walls between me and my dad.
Yeah, another dad joke. It's the new ex-wife joke for this episode.
That's no laughing matter for any person or building. He's even quick enough to catch lightning and use his fire.
That should be around massively hypersonic.
Kapow! Suck it, Dad! Oh shoot, wait, did he just shoot his dad with lightning? Now that's character development. Zuko's definitely had a heated redemption arc, and now that he's the Fire Daddy, Fire Lord, his honor keeps burning.
Did he legit just say Fire Daddy? That is cringe. Okay, but that's cute.
Hello, Zuko here. Welcome to a world where the supernatural is natural.
I hope you lose.
80% of the population possesses superhuman abilities known as
I watched My Hero Academia and I hated it. I wanted the villains to win nearly every time. They were so much more interesting.
very top of it stands the ultimate hero, All Might. All Might's feats and reputation.
Okay, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna lead into this, to Endeavor, to Todoroki. Called it. Man, I have precognition. Call me Shulk.
Just never enough. But if he couldn't do it himself, he would vicariously through his own heir. Thus, he made the desperate decision to arrange a quirk marriage. Basically, he paid a family off to get a wife with an ice quirk and popped out kids until he got the right quirk combo. Gross. Feel like I need a shower. After 4 attempts, they finally spawned the child he was looking for, Shoto Todoroki. Half cold, half hot. Literally, right side's ice like his mom, and left side's fire like his dad. Endeavor quickly separated young Todoroki from his supposedly lesser siblings, ruthlessly training him to become the most powerful hero in history. Surprise! Things didn't go so well. He drove Shoto's mom totally insane until she broke. Pouring boiling water on her son's left side, because it reminded her too much of him. Okay.
Dang, that's bad. I
I
mean, I've watched this before, but every time I hear that backstory, it's just... Wow. Okay, I will admit that even though I don't like that anime, Shoto's backstory is good.
Why use fire when you can stick it to the man? The man being big scary fire dad over there. Anyone else notice his facial hair is made of fire? How does that work? From his right side, Todoroki can summon intense bouts of cold, freezing the air, or even creating massive glaciers of ice. Talk about overkill! And like a good edgy teen,
I heard that Shoto has a 2 kiloton ice feat,
heaven-piercing ice wall!
but something, it's not battle applicable. Am I getting an ad?
Clothing. He can create sheets of ice to slide on or propel himself forward as if riding a Healy. While he can't manipulate the ice after he's launched it, he has extremely precise control over its initial release. He can even freeze opponents so thoroughly that they are frozen both inside and out, effortlessly causing necrosis and shattering body parts.
Whoa.
That's so dark. It's chilling. Talk about having a cold shoulder. But Todoroki has a problem. While he is highly resistant to cold, he's not immune.
Here I am. Guess I'll die.
Oh, I won't be needing you this time, dummy.
Genuine joy.
Casting too much ice from his right side will cause
Alright,
his
that
body
was a little
temperature to
funny.
drop until he falls unconscious, potentially even suffering frostbite. I mean, it takes freezing an entire building before side effects even start to show up, so it's not all. Why'd you even make the stupid robot? That's why Endeavor chose to mix ice with fire. See, he had the same problem with his own fire quirk, but with cold and hot combined, they could counter each other's weaknesses. Thankfully, Shoto made
That's a good idea.
Show him that his fire wasn't his father's, it was his own. You tell him, Deku. Finally, the full power of Icy Hut was unleashed. And you think he can help my back? Just hurts carrying the show. While he's much less proficient with fire,
Carrying the show.
this half of his quirk is identical to Endeavor's. His fire is hot enough to melt Tetsu Tetsu, whose body can turn to steel, which means it can reach temperatures over 1600 degrees.
Oh, dang.
Fire like a raging inferno, form walls of flame to block off areas.
Wait. He melted Tetsu Tetsu? Is he okay?
Flash fire. Flash fire is a method of compressing flame under super hot temperatures before releasing it in a single strike. Taking hits from a tank like Deku, fighting top-tier foes like Stain, and keeping up with classmates like
Stain should have won that fight. There was so much plot armor going on in that. Absolutely hideous.
Often criticized for relying too much on his quirk, Todoroki is incredibly smart and a quick thinker, reading and setting traps for his opponents in the blink of an eye. And after all that craziness, he finally patched things up with his mom, and somehow even inspired his dad to try and be a better person. What a nice story. I wish he could inspire my dad too.
Oh, another dad joke.
He's already perfect. Well on his way to becoming a successful hero, Shoto Todoroki no longer fights in spite of his father, but for himself and the sake of others.
Todoroki's voice does not sound like a high schooler's.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
He sounds more like an adult than Zuko.
This episode of Death
No,
Battle is sponsored
not an
by
ad.
Blue. It's time for a death battle!
Wait. Blue Chew? What happened to Blue Apron? Alright, you've got this, Zuko. I'm rooting for you.
A villain? You'll pay for that.
No, wait. I'm not the bad guy here. I mean, not anymore.
Your actions say otherwise.
all ice fights start with a bunch of ice spikes leading towards their opponent. You can watch Gray vs. Esdeath and Waste vs. Mitsuru, and that's how they always start. Maybe they did that in Sub-Zero vs. Glacius, but I don't count that because that's irrelevant. It's too old. Wow, it's already getting really hot. This is like Natsu versus that other fire dude. Natsu versus Ace. I like that fire effect. Okay, that was a really cool effect. 2, also, LOL, Cabbage Guy. And 3, if that's how the fight ended, I was gonna say that was way too short. Maybe that was a 2 kiloton ice feat and now it's not applicable.
I don't care how much power you have. I know who I am. I will win!
Then I'll have to go beyond.
Wow, they're really making this an anime episode. Zuko, look out!
I am the Fire Lord. I will win this for my honor!
Oh, I was afraid that while he was talking, the fire would cut his neck. Guess it did.
Apologies.
Dang, now I'm sad.
Okay, talk about cool as hell. That was epic. Please, I'm grieving here. Both Todoroki and Zuko held solid advantages over the other. Zuko's martial arts, athleticism, and lightning-fast reflexes meant that if he could get close to Todoroki, he could likely end the fight pretty quick. But Shoto's no slouch. The guy may be better at long range, but he's been in scraps before. Like with the super fast, super deadly hero killer Stain. And with all that ice popping up everywhere and his own super sliding and boosting skills, Shoto made it hard for Zuko to get close for long. Plus, the speed difference wasn't all that drastic. Todoroki's fellow student Tokoyami's Dark Shadow blocked Kaminari's electricity after it had been fired. Quirks are not magic, and there are very few ways for electricity to travel through the air. Lightning is essentially an ionized path that electricity travels through. Kaminari's quirk must use the same method. Dark Shadow
Alright, that's interesting.
Bakugo dodged Dark Shadow and Todoroki
Oh no, I accidentally paused it.
can match Bakugo in a fight. Bada bing, bada boom. That's lightning fast reflexes, baby. While Zuko certainly had more control over fire, Todoroki could easily repel his firebending with his own flames. Not to mention the clear difference in temperature. Zuko may be skilled with fire, but he's not immune to it. Nor did he have any reliable counter for fast and massive ice attacks. We don't even need to bust out the calculator for this one, Wiz. That stadium is circled by a 4-kilometer track. That's huge. And the edgy ice wall covered almost half of it.
I'm not sure what that is. That might be the 2 kiloton ice feat. That I heard was not battle applicable. Or maybe what I heard was wrong. And maybe that's not even the 2 kiloton ice feat, but nah, I don't know.
Sure, Zuko's melted through ice prisons before, but only ones where he could still move or at least breathe. Remember, firebending requires breath and movement. When Azula was trapped in an ice prison so compact she couldn't move or breathe, she was helpless. But like, Shoto could just freeze over Zuko's insides anyway. No way.
Yeah, that was super busted.
Zuko might have been an admirable bender and adorable fan favorite, but Todoroki's overwhelming ice
Dang, that was violent.
incredible power were just too much to handle. Zuko aimed for success, but his opponent Shoto put him on ice. The winner is Shoto Todoroki.
I'm sad now. I guess that's
Thanks for
reasonable.
watching this episode of
but I'm sad.
Matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some TV merch at store.roosterteeth.com.
Alright, what's the next time? The Flash again? No! Come on! They did not just make Wally West versus Archie Sonic a fight. Oh! Oh! Maybe they'll give more respect to Archie Sonic, but they don't even think Game Sonic is faster than light. And they already think that the Flash is faster than light. This is a blitz under their terms. This is so... No, that's so... Oh! Oh! Oh, this is horrible. Wow.